Okay, today we're going to manually program the Uniden scanner without using the Sentinel program. Just put it in, by pushing the buttons here that we see on the scanner here. And what we want to do is we want to take like a favorite list. We want to create a favorite list is what we want to do. We want to put our frequencies in there. And if you go to Sentinel, you'll see all these different frequencies on there, and you can choose the ones you want off of that. That's one way to find them. Or you can search in your, you can do a search inside your, like right there it says search, call option. You can go there, set up a search or search for close call, stuff like that. Find frequencies and you can load them in. Or you can go to a website called Radio Reference to find different frequencies that you want to use. Now, Sentinel is based on Radio Reference, so a lot of the frequencies that you see in Radio Reference, they're already in Sentinel. But if you just want to make a list, just a favorite list of just the frequencies you want to listen to, I'll show you how to do that. So let's go to Radio Reference first, and we'll take a look at that, and then we'll come back and continue here, and we'll set up a favorite list on manually on the 436.
Okay, we are at the radioreference.com internet site, whatever you want to call it, radioreference.com. And that's where you would find all of your frequencies that are stored in Sentinel. This is where Sentinel gets all of their frequencies from. Now, you could go into your Sentinel and pretty much see the same frequencies that you're going to see here. Okay, so to get into Radio Reference in your area, of course, you go to Database, and you go to Frequency Database there. You got a map of the United States. The ones in yellow have been updated in the past week. The ones in green have been updated in the past 24 hours. Okay, I live in Utah, so I'm going to click on Utah right here. And then you click on your county. I live down here in the southwest corner of the state in Washington County, so I click on there. Okay, scroll down a little bit, and you're going to get the county, of course, and all of its frequencies. Now, these are all conventional, pretty much conventional modes. FM over here, you can see they're all FM. Okay, I live in the town of Hurricane, and you can see right there the frequencies for the police, the fire, public works, and the other cities that are located. St. George, and then, of course, Washington is another city there. And at the bottom, you'll see all the trunk systems. Let's go to the Utah Communication Authority, which is a Motorola Type 2 Smart Zone OmniLink. Okay, let's click on that. Gives you the frequencies here. And for Washington, the city of Washington, or the county, would be right here. And here's all the frequencies that they use. Scroll a little bit farther down, and it gives you all the talk groups. So if you were actually to listen to it, and it's like highway patrol here. Let's move on down. Yeah, the county talk groups there. And if we keep going all the way to the bottom, we'll hit Washington County, which is where I live. So if you are scanning and you're using Sentinel, the full database, or the full database, whatever, and you're listening to Washington County, and it comes up 49920, then you know that's Law 3 in Hurricane, Washington, and DNR Parks, and it's a law dispatch if you were listening to that talk group. And that would actually say that on your scan, on the 436 scanner. It would also say this here too. So, but there's more. So we'll scroll back up here, and we'll go back and scroll back up here, and it has other agencies. Now right here we're on County Home, and you have other agencies in this county. So we click on that, and you have business groups in Washington County, and it's businesses. We have a mall, Dixie Center Operations, whatever that is. Here's Walmart. Here's Smith's Grocery, hotels, and different things. Down here, schools, security, and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go back, click on that, and you can also see the amateur radio. Now, amateur radio is included in the Sentinel. So, but there they are here also. Now, the other thing you can do is search. If we go up here to the search, and we click, let's just put in, for example, retail and stores, retail stores. Okay, and we will do that. It comes up with a list here, and it says stores radio reference wiki. So we'll click on that, and here you go, everything. Bass Pro Shop, Bed Bath & Beyond, Gander Mountain, Dick's Sporting Goods, Home Depot, JCPenney, Kmart, there's Target, Nordstrom, Old. I mean, you got a huge list here. And these are all the frequencies here. I've actually used them, and they do work. There's your Walmart right there. Okay. Now, the other one that I searched for was fast foods. And it's kind of tricky. Again, there we go. Safari didn't want to load it the first time. Okay. And the very first one is category, fast food frequencies, radio reference wiki. Now, what you got to do here is go to, see, American. Yeah, down here under the U, United States fast food frequencies. Now, it's going to come up with states. And if you go over to the U, Utah is not even in here. Well, yeah, Utah fast food frequencies. Let's go ahead and search that first. And would be Hardee's and McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, White Castle, and stuff like that. Let's go back. And let's just go to U.S. and Canadian common fast food frequencies. And a little bit bigger list. And we'll just click on McDonald's here. And you can see that it's got a lot of frequencies. Now, if you put all of these frequencies in your scanner, went by the McDonald's, you would probably hear something. And you could even use these up here also. So let's go back. Let's go look at Taco Bell. Not that many. And I bet if you put it in there and went to a Taco Bell, you might be able to hear something. And you can see who the guy who decided to put this up here. Okay, that's it for radio reference, and that's a good way to find frequencies that you want to make a custom list in your 436 scanner.
Now that you've got the frequencies that you want to monitor, whether it be law enforcement, fire, retail stores, EMS, whatever it is, now that you've got it, now we can make a favorites list with those frequencies. Now, as you see that I have scan mode, but I have nothing to scan because I have, if you hit the menu over here, which is up here is function, down here is menu. You hit the menu button, takes you to your menu. Set scan selection and select list to monitor. I had the full database off and I have search for scan off, so there's nothing to scan. Okay, so what we do is we go down to manage favorites. Hit manage favorites, and we want to create a new favorite list. Okay, first thing we want to do is rename it. Okay, and just turn your thing here at the top, and I'm going to call this local. Oop. And you hit 6 to move it over to the next one. A little bit too far there. Okay. Okay, and local. And now we go to here, and you just, I think I got that wrong. Just go down to A and hit that. Take it, like I said, down to A. The next one's blank. You know, this is a lot easier to do in Sentinel where you just type it in. So, but if you want to do it on your own here, this is how you do it. And that's a 0 on the end there. We want to take that out. And for that, we got to go the other way. Okay. Come on, come on. You'll see an empty space there. There we go. Okay. So now we go back. We called it We've renamed it. You can delete it there now if you want to. I mean, you'd be kind of stupid to. Okay, review edit system. It's a new system. Okay. And this is just going to be a conventional. You've got all these different types of system setups. Now, if you notice that your system is down here, and I'll stop right here, and we'll look at system, department, and channel. I've got a little list made out, and I'll show you to you right now how the system, department, and channel works.
Okay, I've made this diagram here to show you how the 436 scanner by Uniden, how it works as far as putting in frequencies. Now, the old scanners would use banks, and you might have 10 banks, and each bank would have 50 channels in it or something like that, and you just put your frequencies in until you filled it up, and then you go to the next bank, and you could call one bank, make it like the law enforcement. Bank 2 would be fire, and you might only have, it might have 50 spaces, but you might only put 25 in there, so you would have 25 empty ones. In the 436, you have what's called system, department, and channels. System, department, and channels. And for a favorite list, you can have several favorite lists, and each favorite list will be a system, a department, and a channel. So if you have, let's say, 14 favorite lists, you'll have 14 system, department, and channels. So in other words, you have a system, and you can name it whatever you want. And like in this one, I'll call it local, L-O-C-A-L. And then I'll have, several departments in there. I've just put 3 up here for to show you how it works. First department, and I can call this one law enforcement. The second department I'll call fire department. And the third department I'll call everything else, or other. And then once you've got that name, so now you have local, and then you have law enforcement. So now you just put in your local law enforcement channels. Now I've got these here. These aren't these are actually ham radio channels, but I just put these in for to show you how it works. And I've got 4 here, and of course you can put in as many as you want. Really, I think 99 is the limit. I'm not sure. Fire department, and you put the channels in for the fire department. And of course I've got 4 here, and you can put in a lot more. Other channels, 4 of them here, and you can put in so many more. So you can have a favorite list, and each favorite list will have a system in it, and then each system will have as many departments as you want. I think there's a limit on the departments, maybe 99. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. But anyway, you got system, you got department, and then you got your channels. That's how it works. It's actually pretty simple.
Okay, now that we know how the system, department, and channel works, what we want to do is set up the system type. And I think we can only put one type in a system, obviously, because we have to select the system here, and you can't select it on the department, only on the system. And what we want to do, you've got 25 P25 trunking, and you got Motorola and all that. So let's just go down to conventional, which is I think the last one. Yeah, and we just hit conventional. Okay, confirm it. Yes. Now we can give it a name. The system, which I think we already did, didn't we? No, we gave the favorite list a name. So let's go ahead and do the same here. Now we did it. We did it in the other one, and so I'm not going to show you how to do it here, but it's the same. It's the same way. You just scroll around and print out whatever you want. So I'll do that, and okay, I've gone ahead and put that in there. We've edited the name, so now it's local. For the system name. So the favorite list is local, and the system name is now local. Okay, so there we got the name. Now we want to go down and we want to edit the department. Okay, and we want a new department. Now you know that you have a system, and then you can have several departments. So we're going to go ahead and set up a new department. We want to give it a name, and I'll go ahead and call this one we'll call this one law. Okay, so we've named our first department law. No problem there. Okay. And let's go ahead and create a new department. And we will call this one fire. And so I'll go ahead and do that again. Fire, okay. And we will go ahead and do one more. New department. Edit name. I'm going to call this one Other for everything else that I'm going to put in here. So I'll do that. I'll be right back. Okay, now I've assigned this one. I've given this one the name of Other. That's what all I want to call it. Okay, so now we go back. Now we're going to go back on the menu to this, and now we can choose our departments. We have Other, we have Fire, now we have Law. So let's go ahead and start with Law. Okay, and edit the channel. So you can just go ahead and put a new channel in here. Just hit it again. Okay, now it's asking me for the frequency. I've got a list here of different ones, and so the first one I'm going to put in is 155.430. 0.430. Okay, and this is just like, you know, doing anything else, and you can edit the name, the frequency, and the modulation, and everything else, delay time and stuff like that. And you can even set a channel number tag on it, priority, alert, avoid, the volume offset, delete the channel, whatever. So now the very last one is a new channel, so we just want to add a new channel to it, 155.880. 0.880, okay. Okay, and now we got two channels in there. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. 155.610. Whoop. Okay, now that I've got that in there, the first two in there, I want to add another channel. Hit it up here, and that is 155.610. Hit this up here. Okay, and we just go back that to new channel, and 153.740. Okay, hit new channel again. You can see where it's lit up already on new channel. 161.8. 0.8. New channel. 151. 0.0475. Okay, new channel, 155.085. And hit that again. Now, we've got these channels in here now. We can go back, and we go back, and there's Law. Now, we haven't got anything in Fire. I'll go ahead and do those now, but I want to show you really quick just how it works. And there it is. It's scanning the Law right now. Now, if I lock the local, and you can see I can lock the Law, and then I can scroll through the different channels here that I've got already programmed in there. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. I'll put the Fire in there and the Other in there. Okay, now I've got them all back in there. I've got Law, Fire, and Other for new departments. And if I open up Other, you can let's see, edit the channel maybe. Yeah, there's all the new channels that I put in there. And you can, you know, edit them as you want. You know, you can add, and you can add a new channel. So go back, and we go to Fire. We go down to Edit Channel, and you can see all the channels I put in there. And of course, we already saw the Law. So now all we gotta do is just scan, and we just go back, and I think you can just hit System. Yeah. It's scanning the Law. And let's see why it's not scanning anything else. Let's see, we want that. Manage favorites, local. Review the edit the system, it's a local. Edit the department. Okay, Law. We may not have the location set. We do for this one, I bet you. Yeah, it's a circle. Set latitude. And set range. Let's put it at 50. fire. Set location. We'll set it a circle. We'll set it a range at 50. And other, same thing. Set location, circle, and we'll set range. And again, we'll set that at 50. Now we may have to set the latitude and longitude on these. Let's see what happens when I go back. Yeah, it's still just scanning the law for, or I've got it on hold, that's why. Turn that off. Avoid that. And now we got local and we got law.
6623, copy at 1658.
I put in a trunked frequency there on the other. It's not really a trunked, it's doing it conventionally, so just to test it. So now we got law, fire, and other scanning. Now you can set this, let's see, can we, so if we go to select list to monitor, full database, and here's local, we can turn it off and on. Manage full databases, is it that, or manage favorites? Local, yeah. We can select a favorite list quick key. So let's just select 9. And now you'll notice that when it does it, 9 is on. So if I had another, favorite list in there, I could actually turn 9 off. And now it's off. So now nothing's going to scan. But if I hit 9 back again, now I can scan 9. And if you had another favorite list, you can give it 2, 3, 4, 5, I think all the way up to 99, you can have like 99 favorite list. Okay, that's how you manually do your scanning, or you're manually loading your a favorite list and system to your Uniden 436. Thanks for watching.